My video from this morning just loaded and sat down, turned on the YouTube, and they had the Big Think thing with the neurologist talking about, reality. They had those talks with me and Sierra Vista right off the bat. How do you know this isn't a computer program? Well, just try your best to be the best fucking computer program that you can be. Because, and what I would explain to them is, guys, when someone's going, like I had with my guy Mike that had the hallucinations at the Casa Mia, and I respected him and listened to him because he was hallucinating, but it was very real to him, okay? And as long as I could control my emotions and his emotions were under control and he was able to explain to me what was happening in his mind, then we were okay. There's Hitler and Clinton and Ralph Lauren, and I'm making cosmetics on the stove. Well, they're done. So I turned off the stove and, stuff. Okay. And so all the hot girls want you, Ralph. Hitler's an asshole. Clinton's an asshole. Ralph Lauren's an asshole. But the girls all love me and they love you because they love you, Ralph. He's telling me this. And I'm like, wow, all the Ralph Lauren models and stuff love Ralph, right? Not Ralph Lauren, but Ralph Parsons, right? So I'm like, okay. The narrative is working real good for me. So I'm like, cool. Okay. So I sat there and calmed him down till his social worker and his nurses with, like on the one with the guy who's threatened to kill his wife on Adam 12, and the two old nurses come in and take him away. And so that's what they did. The cops showed up with the lady and they took Mike away. And I was relieved for him. Because life on the outside was hard because he would hear voices and people talk shit about him because he was a mental outpatient. And it happened with the little John McCain guy. They called him John McCain because the way he acted and moved. And they say that's his nephew. And I was like, you guys are just fun. But they got him so mad one night with all the talking about him and all the gossip that he got a gun and started walking around the apartment complex when I went to go get Luz from work. I wasn't around. I was mad at him. I was like, God dang it. I make sure that they all, but I was gone. I went to go pick up Elena from work at Taco Bell. We got back and we couldn't get back into the apartments because the cops had it roped off. I was pissed at him. I was like, God dang it. You don't get so angry and selfish that you take everything out on everybody else. Let them be stupid. But cognitively for that kid, it was hard because he was an outsider. He was a rock in a stream. I was watching that one with Judo. That's not what Judo meant. Judo meant that, when a rock is placed in the right plot, like a rock in a stream, and it's right where it needs to be, and it's right and true, then it's going to, even if the stream runs against it, it's still going to be that rock, that steady rock, the rock of ages. That's what Jesus was saying about, not Jesus, well, Jesus said that too, but that's what Jesus said, and Krishnamurti was affirming the same thing, rock of ages, a foundation that is true no matter how much the society tries to wash it away, okay? And that's what Judy was trying to say. It's real simple, okay? People overthink, like those big thinkers, And the one who had the least useful perspective was Richard Dawkins. Because Richard Dawkins was like, science does stuff that produces. It's like, you have vaccines. We have vaccines because the Industrial Revolution and economic stress and competition and toxins causes people to necessitate vaccines. You didn't listen to Krishnamurti talk to Salk at all, did you? You should. This should be like required learning for all you Oxford and Cambridge assholes, right? What the fuck? I'm different than Krishnamurti. I'm an American. Okay. They're not polite. Just if you sit there and put on pretenses and speak with a fucking British accent to make other people think like I was telling Dad today. The best way to deal with a referee. This is different. I'm not dealing with referees. I don't have a game that's manipulated by economic marketing outcomes. I'm Adam Silver and David Stern making sure that the Bulls win because they'll get better marketing than the Trailblazers, okay? So I don't have that going on, right? So I can cuss and fuss all I want. The technology can sit there and learn, okay, every once in a while you need to say, hey, look, motherfucker, knock it off. Because politeness doesn't work. And people need to understand how vulgar the interaction is, okay? And the one kid, they're trying to be intelligent to impress people with their perspective, okay? You can explain it more simply and say, here's like what happened with me with Fitchett in the in the service. I was playing Johnny Clegg and Skavuka songs for them. Now, what was the name? I forget the name of the song, but the song about the rugby team. Okay, he said this is the best song because it was all in Zulu. He says this is the best. This was the the against apartheid song and the whole thing. I was like, no, it's not against apartheid. That's for a black and white football team that plays rugby. Yeah, Matt Damon and Morgan Freeman. Yeah, that's the. It was a way to we have the best football team in the whole world. Yeah, that's what they were singing about, the rugby team that won the Rugby World Cup, right? And he saw it as a rally song to throw at all the white people. Okay. I was like, Johnny Clegg's white. What the fuck wrong with you? You know, I was like, you crazy, Fitchett. Johnny Clegg, the lead singer on this group, is a white dude, okay, who was adopted by the Zulu people because he was trustworthy and he loved them, and they loved him. Okay. And so the perspective is askew because of the biological conditioning of Richard Dawkins. Fitchett, do you see what I'm saying? The tribalism, okay? The anti-Christianity because King James and Constantine fucked up the perception of Jesus because they made it into their own. And that's what those physicists are trying to talk about. But they try to do it in such a complex manner that they try. The one lady, well, we have to do this and that. And that's like, you can't establish truth because you're a philanthropist and you use money to do your projects to impress people. Okay? If you're not understanding Psalms and Proverbs and living the Lord's Prayer, you're not going to do anything truthful with your science projects. Do you understand? Haile Selassie, 101, right? So they have these people. I got them, dudes, 2009 and 10, okay? They would have people come in and talk to me at the store, and I would try to explain it to them. I'm like, God dang, these National Geographic motherfuckers are getting on my last nerve. Just live the Lord's Prayer, and then your science projects will be way the fuck better. Okay? And you may not even have to go until absolutely necessary. You can have everything ready and have it better because you're all working together instead of against each other. You guys are fucked. Yes, it's all vulgar intercourse. You need to stop. All right, love you.